Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 26th. This week we're going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we are going to see what is coming up for you at this time, Scorpio. This looks really good already. You have this love card, this new life card as well, the Chariot. So I definitely feel like things are going in a good direction for you here, Scorpio. But let's see before I open my mouth. Yeah, star as well. Looks pretty good. Scorpio, you start off with this white raven. Spirit says trust in magic. So I do feel for some of you, you need to obviously trust in magic. I feel like you need to believe that you can manifest things in your life, and it'll probably be a lot easier. I kind of do feel here in this first row at the top, you have the Five of Swords, Four Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like trying, that's like trying to find the resources to do something, or trying to, make the money or get the money to start a business, or maybe you're trying to have the energetic resources to, start a business or to get into a relationship. Whatever the case may be, I feel this energy of kind of like searching for it, and so I feel like you are searching for, like more. It's almost like you're searching for more energy. I feel it's like more asking you to believe in magic. I feel like it's saying, believe that things can just go your way, and they will. You have the Five of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Chariot here. I feel that for a lot of you that, something it does require a certain amount of will and willpower. The Chariot can represent willpower, kind of putting your energy onto something here. I do feel there is a victory coming in for you here. But I do feel also, there is an element of magic with the Chariot. He has stars at the top of his canopy and these two moons on his shoulders. He's got a star over his throat right here as well. And it kind of represents as above, so below. So if you believe that you can accomplish something, this to me is saying that you will. And it's also interesting. You have the Page of Wands here, and then you have the King of Wands over here. For a lot of you, I feel that you are going on an adventure, or you're trying to grow in some way. I feel like you're trying to become more like the King of Wands energy. It kind of looks to me like you're trying to step into that King of Wands energy as well. The King of Wands is kind of like the entrepreneur. He's very creative. He can create things very effectively, right? He's very good at creating things as well. And he also really nurtures things into existence. I always say that he reminds me of like someone who's taking care of children or taking care of a baby. He really, like if he's taking care of something or raising something, he really, really takes care, really good care of it. And that's kind of like what I feel like you're doing here in this reading. What are you taking care of? I'm not sure yet. So it could be a relationship for some of you, but let's see what we get here, Scorpio and Scorpio. With the Five of Swords here, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here as well. So I do feel there is clearly a lot of success coming in for you here. I also feel there could be like some sort of opportunity coming in for you here with that Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've talked about this before. During Mercury retrograde, I do feel that we can attract a lot of opportunity to us, even though it's a Mercury retrograde, and people say don't start things during retrogrades. But I always say is like, yeah, that's partially true, but the way to look at a retrograde is it's like the retrograde might bring things in from the past, right? But what people don't realize is the things that a retrograde could bring in from the past could be like an old idea that you had, or it could be a lesson in the form of an opportunity from the past. I know that was a tongue twister there, Scorpio, but that's kind of like the feeling I get here. That's why I always hesitate to tell people that don't do things during retrogrades, because if you get a good opportunity during retrograde, number one, it might last after the retrograde. There are plenty of things that I've started during retrogrades that I still do to this day, many years later, right? I always say I've broken pretty much every single retrograde rule in the book, and sorry, I thought I was going to make it through without choking today, but the allergies are just getting the best of me today, Scorpio. But what I would say here is that, there are things that I've broken every single rule, and nothing has happened for the most part for most of the rules that I've broken. So I encourage people to break the retrograde rules. Obviously just double check things during retrograde, and you will be totally fine, is what I would say to you. Although here I am during Mercury retrograde and I can't communicate. So whatever. But what I'd say here is don't be afraid to try things. You also have 2 6s here. I love 2 6s. To me, 2 6s is super positive. And, to me, it says you're moving in the right direction. So, love it. With the Page of Wands, you have the 5 of Wands here. Conflicted is what I would say to you. 5 of Wands is like, there could be an opportunity that comes your way. And the 5 of Wands just says, Ace of Pentacles, there's like a good opportunity that's coming your way. 5 of Swords is taking the risk to grab onto the opportunity, and the 5 of Wands is the process. These people are learning. They're not really fighting. They are learning how to fight with the 5 of Wands. To me, I used to call this card Indiana Jones as well. To me, it's kind of like a card of going through some sort of crazy adventure to get a reward. And so I do feel like there could be a reward coming in for you. With the Chariot, you have the World. Some of you could be moving for sure, but I feel for a lot of you, this could be like some sort of win that comes in for you here. Like the World can be accomplishing a goal or reaching a goal as well. The thing about accomplishing goals during Mercury retrograde as well is that you can accomplish a goal and it maybe it's like you do something and you're like, oh, that was like a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So it can be a little underwhelming. But at the same time, if you do accomplish a goal during Mercury retrograde, it can be a little underwhelming. You can be like, oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be, or wasn't as big of a deal or whatever. The benefit of this is it makes kind of like future things seem easier. So it's like you're more likely to go for bigger goals or to, stretch yourself and try new things. And that's kind of like what I get here for you, Scorpio. So I like it. Next, you have the Love card. This could represent love itself, but this card is more about things that you love. And so is the King of Wands. Again, the King of Wands, he's more about loving something, as in he's like, he loves something. He's really going to kind of give it his time, effort, and energy to grow it, to see it be successful and all that other stuff. So that's kind of like what I get for you there. You have the 4 cups, the 6 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords here. It's like you always get I feel like you always get the 4 cups, and I'm always saying to you, it's like you are manifesting the things you desire, it just doesn't look like it. I think that is your challenge, Scorpio, is like, it's saying, yeah, you actually are kind of getting the things that you want, but just not the way you think. The way that I see the 4 cups sometimes is it's like if you want to manifest $1 million, you can do that very quickly, but you're not going to just manifest $1 million. What's going to happen is you're going to be like manifesting the steps to get $1 million. So I always tell people to follow their inspirations, because you might say, I want to tell the universe, I want to manifest $1 million. And then the universe is like, okay, go do this. Maybe the universe doesn't literally talk to you, but maybe you feel inspired to go do something. It's like when we follow our inspirations, it's probably leading us to something that we want. It's funny as well, because if you're trying to manifest something with the 4 cups, sometimes with the 4 cups, our life can get worse. And it's like if you wanted to manifest, read any book about anyone who has created a lot of money. Their life always sucked, and then they improved it, right? So I've had the question before. People have asked me, I try to manifest something, my life got worse. I'm like, yeah, it's the universe trying to put you in a position to manifest the $1 million. It's not. The universe isn't necessarily making your life harder. The universe is trying to get you to do something or to make a certain move. I kind of get that energy for you here, Scorpio. But with the 6 of Swords here, I feel like you're finally moving on to calmer shores. I like this. With the 4 cups, you have the Justice card and the Page of Cups here. Again, you are going to get out exactly what you put into a situation. So if you're not manifesting exactly what you want, it could represent needing to put more energy into manifesting something that you do want here, Scorpio. So that would be a good idea. With the 6 of Swords, you have the 6 of Swords. Crazy, I'm pretty sure this happened to Pisces. Pisces had the same repeat card right here in the middle as well. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're moving on to calmer shores here and definitely moving in the right direction. And with the 9 of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles here. For a lot of you, King of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords is like trying to break free. King of Pentacles can be a card of kind of just convention. It's like the card of the way things have always been done. And with the 9 of Swords, you can say you're trying to break free from like repetitive cycles or from experiencing the same thing over and over and over again. So if you've been stuck on a hamster wheel, and your days are always the same, it's like you're trying to break free. I do feel like there could be a love offer coming in for you here as well with that Page of Cups. In your last row here, you have the new life card here, Scorpio. So I do feel like some of you could be manifesting or creating a new life with this energy, literally. She is on a pedestal here. And this is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's like saying you're being lifted up at this time. You are being brought to new heights with this energy. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Star card here. I feel like you're realizing that something is possible for you. The Star card, I love the Star card, but she's like pouring water onto the land. And that can represent the fact that if something is possible for one person, then it's possible for you. And it's almost like that's what you're starting to realize. Remember what I was saying over here with this World card? I feel like it's kind of like as above, so below energy that I get here. And I feel like you're kind of realizing that something is maybe a little bit, maybe not easier, but I feel like you're realizing that something is a little bit more possible than you originally thought. And again, this is a good thing. It's like you're going to be accomplishing more than you thought was even possible. Sorry about that, Scorpio. I feel like my camera cut off. So anyway, we were talking about this new life card here, and I was talking about the Star and the World here, how you're going to be, it's like you're seeing that something is much more possible than you thought, and this is going to be a good thing because I feel like you're going to be kind of like accomplishing some sort of goal or some sort of wish here with the Star card. So definitely a lot of benefits here with that energy. I do feel like there could be love coming in for you here, and it could be a water sign, could be any sign. You have pretty much everything here, but water, earth, and fire really stand out to me. So it could be, but like I said, it could be any sign that's coming in for you. Let's clarify this. With the Queen of Pentacles here, you have the Page of Swords. I feel for a lot of you that I think I did say something about finding resources at the beginning of the reading. The Page of Swords is about seeking, looking for things and kind of looking for answers or trying to find the resources to do something. So I really feel like this like more seeking energy where you could be looking for the resources to, start a business or, whatever it is that you're doing. With the King of Wands, you have the Temperance card here. The Temperance card is about kind of like turning a situation from one thing to another. But like I said, with this love energy here and the King of Wands, I feel like this is the most important energy here for you, Scorpio. And the King of Wands is about like kind of like molding a situation. And it's also a card, because he really, again, nurtures something into existence. So if you're like growing a business or if you're starting something here, I would say the more you can kind of like mold something or the more that you can use your energy to create something, the better. With the Star, you have the Two of Cups. I feel there is a wish coming in for you here. So for some of you, this could be, like if you are wishing for a relationship, this could be love that is coming in for you here with these cards. For others, the Two of Cups is just being in touch. I mean, the Two of Cups is like you and your higher self. So it can say you're just in touch with your higher self, which is probably going to be helping you to like manifest things that you want to manifest or helping you to create the things that you want to create in your life with this energy. So definitely a really nice reading for you here, Scorpio. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards for you, and we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. If you don't have questions, that's fine as well. I'm just going to be putting them all together at the end. But for question number 1, you have the Ace of Wands. I would say yes, definitely some sort of new beginning coming in for you. I feel like some of you are starting something that's going to kind of like experience a great amount of growth. I don't think I talked about this here, but again, I feel like you're kind of like investing your heart into something with this Love card and the King of Wands. So if you're like starting a new project, new business, it's going to go very well. For question number 2, I would say no. I feel like I feel blocking energy with the Emperor. I would say no. And for question number 3, I would say no, Tower. So definitely no on question number 3. Putting this all together, I feel like you need to go this way is for whatever reason. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like you need to head towards a new beginning, something that's more exciting. Again, he's holding, I think this is your most important card here. He's holding on to the wand right here. So I feel that he is kind of like guiding you, and he's guiding you with your desires. And so I feel that's what you need to do, but definitely some sort of like new life energy here. But I like this for you, Scorpio. So thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.